Today is October the 3rd. Does the Old Testament predict days of vengeance? Well, Jesus talks about that in Luke's version of what Jesus said about the desolation that causes sacrilege. Now, in Luke's version, he doesn't talk about the desolation that causes sacrilege. Instead, he talks about the desolation of Jerusalem itself. Luke 21, verses 20 to 24. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then know that its desolation has come near. Then those in Judea must flee to the mountains. Those inside the city must leave it. Those out in the country must not enter it, for these are the days of vengeance, as a fulfillment of all that is written. Woe to those who are pregnant and to those who are nursing infants in those days. There will be great distress on the earth and wrath against this people. They'll fall by the edge of the sword and be taken away as captives among all nations. And Jerusalem will be trampled on by the nations until the times of the nations are fulfilled. Jesus, in the middle of this, refers to the fulfillment of all that is written. If you look at the Old Testament, there are many prophecies of the coming days of vengeance. Just several. Deuteronomy 32, 34 to 35. Is not this laid up in store with me, sealed up in my treasuries, for the day of vengeance and recompense, for the time when their foot shall slip, because the day of their calamity is at hand. Their doom comes swiftly. Hosea 9:7. The days of punishment have come. The days of recompense has come, Israel cries. Micah 3:12. Therefore, because of you, Zion will be plowed as a field. Jerusalem shall become a heap of ruins, and the mountain of the house a wooded height. Daniel 9:26. After the 62 weeks, an anointed one shall be cut off and shall have nothing. The troops of the prince who is to come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. Its end shall come with a flood, and to the end there shall be war. Desolations are decreed. He shall make a strong covenant with many for 1 week, and for half of the week he shall make sacrifice and offering cease. In their place shall be an abomination that desolates, until the decreed end is poured out upon the desolator. In addition to these, Jeremiah 46 has an extended treatment of the days of vengeance. Let's read Jeremiah 46, verses 1 through 12.
Daniel 8, verses 1 through 14, New Revised Standard Edition. In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belteshazzar, a vision appeared to me, Daniel, after the one that had appeared to me at first. In the vision I saw myself in Susa, the capital, in the province of Edom, and I was by the Uli gate. I looked up and saw a ram standing beside the gate. It had 2 horns. Both horns were long, but one was longer than the other, and the longer one came up second. I saw the ram charging westward and northward and southward. All beasts were powerless to withstand it, and no one could rescue it from its power. It did as it pleased and became strong. As I was watching, a male goat appeared from the west, coming across the face of the whole earth without touching the ground. The goat had a horn between its eyes. It came toward the ram with the 2 horns that I had seen standing beside the gate, and it ran at it with a savage force. I saw it approaching the ram. It was engaged against it and struck the ram, breaking its 2 horns. The ram did not have power to withstand it. It threw the ram down to the ground and trampled upon it, and there was no one who could rescue the ram from its power. Then the male goat grew exceedingly great, but at the height of its power the great horn was broken, and in its place came up 4 prominent horns toward the 4 winds of heaven. Out of one of them came another horn, a little one, which grew exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, and toward the beautiful land. It grew as high as the host of heaven. It threw down to earth some of the host and some of the stars, and trampled on them. Even against the prince of the host it acted arrogantly. It took the regular burnt offering away from him, and overthrew the place of his sanctuary. Because of wickedness, the host was given over to it together with the regular burnt offering. It cast truth to the ground and kept prospering in what it did. Then I heard a Holy One speaking, and another Holy One said to the one who spoke, "For how long is this vision concerning the regular burnt offering, the transgression that makes desolate, and the giving over of the sanctuary and host to be trampled?" And he answered him, "For 2,300 evenings and mornings, then the sanctuary shall be restored to its rightful state."
So there again, Jesus says, the desolation of Jerusalem is coming. Woe to those who are pregnant. Flee and hide. By 66, Jerusalem was besieged and conquered. Its inhabitants suffered as a result of that siege. In 132, Jerusalem was completely destroyed. It was obliterated, and Jews were exiled to other nations until 1948, when Israel was again formed and Jerusalem again became a Jewish city. So what do we do about this today? You know, we need to know our Old Testament. It's important for what Jesus says. Scripture reading from the New Revised Standard Version by Emily Herrera. If you like what you heard today, share it with your friends.